Falling tree branch narrowly misses pedestrians walking in the rain. Front end damage leaves bus passengers stunned by the impact. Excited dog races toward its owner and accidentally breaks an object indoors. Workers watch in disbelief as part of a roof collapses above them.
Oh my gosh. I'm going back.
Driver comes face to face with a tornado forming directly ahead on the road.
I'm going back. Oh my god, no. There's a tornado.
Power pole begins sparking violently during a powerful windstorm.
Get in there. Oh shit, look at that. Is that a branch hole?
Snowplow clears the road with a strangely satisfying wall of flying snow. Truck crashes beside the road as nearby bikers watch in shock. Woman accidentally breaks an item indoors while another girl watches in disbelief. A playful cat circles a woman's legs until a man steps in to pick it up. Prompting the stubborn feline to scramble straight up her back to escape his grip. A pedestrian sprinting to escape a severe storm microburst loses traction on the wet pavement, taking a hard slide across the concrete. An ocean freighter fights for stability, pitching violently as it plows through a wall of towering, high-pressure storm waves. A sudden, massive coastal swell breaches the seawall, completely inundating a public boardwalk under a massive sheet of white water. A late-night highway collision ends in a near miss as a jackknifing semi-truck slides directly past a sedan, crashing onto the shoulder. An out-of-control motorcyclist separates from his bike, sliding across the sidewalk and smashing headfirst through a commercial storefront window. A porch security camera captures a heartwarming nighttime moment as a homeowner steps outside to pet a friendly stray cat on his steps. A winter backyard joke turns painful when a man trying to launch an object over a snowdrift loses his footing and drops flat onto the ice.
This is fine, but down there is icy.
Seismic waves ripple across a suburban neighborhood, physically splitting the asphalt and fracturing the road surface. A thundering mountain landslide cuts off a highway bend, unleashing a massive cloud of dust that completely blanks out the view. A stranded motorist executes a desperate reverse maneuver on a snow-packed road to dodge a heavy truck that is sliding sideways down the hill. A bizarre winter disaster unfolds as a sudden flash flood surges through a snow-covered valley, drowning the ice under a rushing torrent.
Ow.
You okay?
Yep. What?
A clumsy mistake turns into absolute frustration after a shopper drops his overstuffed grocery bags. Scattering supplies across the parking lot, a distracted teenager walks directly into a pristine glass storefront door. A worker opening an office door is instantly overwhelmed by a frantic, tail-wagging pack of office dogs that tackle him to the carpet. A heavy roof avalanche captures the exact moment a massive shelf of packed snow breaks free and crashes onto a front walkway. A scenic drone shot tracks a pristine thundering powder avalanche as it cascades effortlessly down a towering mountain peak. A heavy transport truck pushes forward on a completely submerged street, sending a massive brown wake toward the sidewalk. a group of girls trigger absolute panic inside a dark hallway after jumping out from a corner to pull a classic jump scare prank on passersby. A raging brown river breach expands across a low-lying valley, swallowing up fields and fences in a terrifying display of raw power.
Do we have a car down the driveway? You're okay, Victoria? Come down here, please.
You sure we're okay?
You guys! What?
A stalled hatchback sits helpless in the middle of an urban intersection as rising floodwaters rapidly climb up the doors. A severe windstorm forces drivers to a halt as a row of mature roadside trees simultaneously uproot and crash across the highway lanes. A runaway dual tire separates from a moving flatbed, bouncing across the median and smashing squarely into the front grille of an oncoming car. A running toddler misjudges his speed on a slick hallway floor, wiping out hard into the baseboards.
Oh! No!
A sudden gust of wind catches a large bundle of party balloons, ripping the strings straight out of a man's grip in the driveway. A worker carrying a heavy pane of commercial glass misjudges a corner. A roaring torrent of whitewater surges down a narrow canyon creek bed, violently splashing over the rocky banks.
Don't move. Come here. Oh my god. Come here.
A home renovation project turns hazardous when a carpenter cuts through a ceiling joist, leaving himself hanging by his hands from the rafters. A trailing motorist looks on in disbelief as a loose cargo net from a preceding flatbed snags a low-hanging highway utility line. An over-enthusiastic home inspector accidentally punches his hand directly through a compromised drywall ceiling while explaining a leak.
Yeah, I'm good.
A ruptured water main acts like a high-pressure geyser, blasting a powerful column of water straight out of the concrete roadway. A girl trying to record a trendy footwear video loses her footing on the slick linoleum, sliding onto her back before scrambling to kill the camera. A hiker filming a scenic mountain ridge trail takes a painful slip on some loose shale. A fisherman's morning turns chaotic after a heavy strike tilts his kayak, sending him plunging into the lake while his boat threatens to flip.
Right and said, look, this is what we're gonna have to do with the storm.
A homeowner's slick porch steps claim another victim as a resident talking on his phone slips, stands up, and immediately wipes out a second time.
I just saw that was fine.
A dark, ominous wall of storm clouds rolls across the horizon. A pedestrian captures a terrifying perspective as an old suspension bridge sways and twists violently under the force of gale-force winds. A sudden, severe hailstorm turns a summer afternoon into chaos, pummeling the driveway with an intense layer of icy golf balls. A satisfying landscaping video shows a worker cleanly rolling up an old layer of dead sod to reveal the fresh topsoil beneath. A thundering mountain slope failure triggers a slow-moving mudslide that rapidly swallows a valley road while stranded onlookers watch from a distance. A storm chaser captures a terrifying close-up perspective as a high-intensity tornado churns through an open field. An overloaded dump truck experiences a severe structural failure, flipping backward onto its chassis as the heavy tailgate suddenly bursts open. A controlled industrial blast at a construction zone misfires, sending a heavy concussive wave that shatters nearby excavation machinery. A sequence of perfectly timed engineering explosives drops a massive urban high-rise squarely into its own footprint during a daytime demolition. A heavy winter ice storm downs a main utility line, leaving a row of live electrical wires dancing and sparking violently in the deep snow.
Completely whole.
A viral macro video uses a subtle heating trick to make a sugar honeycomb cookie from a popular television show cleanly split along its pattern by itself. A playful bedroom jump ends in a crash after a boy activates an expanding compressed mattress, which launches him off the frame and onto the floor.
Ow! Ah!
A multi-car supercar rally turns into a multi-million-dollar disaster zone after a lead vehicle brakes hard, triggering a massive chain reaction pileup. A tiny kitten sits securely inside a cardboard delivery box, meowing loudly for attention as a family unboxes a package.
Yes, directly.
An F1 demonstration run goes wrong after a driver loses traction during a series of donuts, sliding sideways into a concrete barrier right in front of spectators. A hiker records an unsettling discovery after entering an abandoned forest clearing completely draped in dense, multi-layered spiderwebs. A towering, dark, multi-vortex tornado forms over an open landscape, creating a terrifying perspective for a storm chaser. A massive wall of approaching dust forces a line of highway motorists to throw their vehicles into reverse to escape the incoming storm. A viral optical illusion video shows a floating plastic container lid seemingly sliding and lifting off a countertop entirely by itself. A grainy nighttime security camera records a strange, unexplainable white mist drifting fluidly across a vacant street intersection. Highly technical balance routines that require years of dedicated training. A driver trying to park on a coastal boat ramp gets a massive scare as a rogue tidal surge pushes a wall of water straight up the concrete toward the bumper. A heavy-duty SUV tries to haul a massive cabin cruiser out of the surf, but the sheer weight snaps the steel trailer hitch, sending the boat drifting. A sports compilation highlights incredible. A greedy trick-or-treater dumps the entire bucket of holiday candy into his bag, only to trip over his oversized mask and wipe out in the driveway. A teenager attempting a backyard pull-up challenge snaps the wooden framing of a patio shelter. A surreal natural phenomenon shows a sudden mountain spring burst, sending a massive sheet of water cascading down a jagged rock face. A deep-sea camera array records a fascinating glimpse of rare, translucent marine organisms moving fluidly through the midnight zone. A mail carrier gets a territorial greeting as a pack of loose neighborhood dogs charge his route, forcing him to scramble away. A delivery worker executes a flawless defensive maneuver, vaulting over a high chain link fence to escape an aggressive guard dog.
I gotta say, I see you on the camera.
Bro, are you serious right now? What the Bro, what the Bro, get the fuck Get! birds in here.
sending the family dog sprinting upstairs in confusion.
One's out. Here, there's one upstairs too. I'm coming.